Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M40. It's the, or M43 actually. It's the Tier 8 American SVG, and we're located on the south spawn of Erlenberg. And I detect there's a maple leaf character to this game. Yes, it's Goliath Killer 1, and he's a usual member of What Arty Noobs who submits replays to us. And we're about to... No, we're not going to cross the river. We're actually going to sit and fire from this position. And we're locating our first target. Okay, so Wizzy 111-14. This is a tier 10 game. And he's a tier 8 Arty. So obviously he's going to score a lot of extra credits. Whoa, is the aircraft crashing? That poor pilot, he keeps crashing his aircraft. Never see him bail out though. Such a pity. Okay, we've got a T-54 Mod 1, the first prototype, and he's in the centre of town. They're quite good mediums, they are. I quite like my Mod 1. Lorraine 40 ton, that's French autoloader. Well, it was close, so he got 314 hit points. That's quite good, and he's relocating a little. The trees over here on this side of the battlefield actually provide a huge amount of cover, and likewise on the opposite side of the map, on the east side at the north end, there's a lot of trees which actually provide cover for Arty. But it's very exposed in the southeast and in the northwest. And this has been remarked to Wargaming because obviously it's a bit of a fault with the design of the map. Arty won't go near any open places for fear of actually being taken out. At least it's very unlikely to. I have actually taken my Arty into open places because I think it's fun sometimes to do that, but well, I'm not sure if he hit that or not. There's no record of any damage. That star is retreating away from the castle, and there's an Object 704 over the other side of the river. Very unusual place to go, but I suppose he feels that it's an adequate place for defence. It also does hinder our force from moving forward from the castle. So looks like he's going to... No, he's going to go after the ones in the city first. Well, he can actually look down the road from his current position, which means the buildings aren't stopping him from hitting them. Oh, no, he does have a building preventing fire there, but he's still got a hit. 498 hit points from a splash on the IS-7, and he's relocating. He's right at the back of the map. Now, I may have mentioned before, but the M40 and the M43 actually do share the same chassis. So you can actually take the gun for the M40, which is a 155mm gun, and mount the 8-inch howitzer on top of it instead if you needed to. And in fact, actually, the US Army just did just that. They took some of their M40s and converted them into M43s. Oh, lovely direct hit there on the IS-7 for 517 hit points, but unfortunately we lost our IS-7 to the Type 4 Heavy. And that means the enemy are now moving down through the city bit by bit. Now we've got 3 Artys in this game, and the other 2 Artys on this team have actually decided to go over into the southeast corner. And although there are some trees over in the southeast corner, in order to get to that particular spot, you have to cross a lot of open ground. And that can be quite dangerous. Okay, he has got a shot on that Wizzy 111-14. And it's 322 hit points of splash. He's moving further west. That will help him keep an eye on those tanks as they make their way down the road. But the tanks in the town have not moved forward, and I suspect that's down to the Object 704. In fact, if those tanks in the castle are actually going to be effective at all, they need to move over into the city, I think. Although the 704 may still have eyes on them. Although I'm not sure if he can actually see that far. Okay, that house is a bit difficult to get to. That Type 4 heavy. Okay, switching for a new target. T111, I'm not sure, T110E4 was it? It's a T110E4, and he's over on the east side of the map, and he's threatening both of the Arty. But unfortunately, they've got such poor view range, and there's so many trees down there, that they may not see him until he's right on top of them. But he's going to try and help. There he is. There's the E4. Okay, adjust the aim. Unfortunately, we've lost one of the Arties. He's going after the other one. Oh, he's getting rapid bloom on the reticule because he's right at the edge of the range. Oh, shotgun went in. He splashed him for 250. But the E4 will finish off that Arty unless he can get the hell out of it. No, he can't. And he's taken out by the Ferdinand, actually. So, one Arty left. They've only got 14 members remaining. And the unfortunate thing is the enemy's got 11. So, I don't think this is looking very good. He's now being forced into the corner of the map. And I suspect the E4 is on his way over here. He knows he would have been hit from this direction. And if he's asked for a Dimitri's, or for a Prescucci's rather, he can't get a Dimitri's because he didn't kill the Lorraine. But if he's after a Prescucci's, he will head in this direction. Oh, they just lost another tank. This time the T-34's gone down. He's got no shots on the T-Type 4. He can hit the Wizzy 111. And he's now the last man alive. He fires that round in, but now he's spotting for himself. He's right in the corner of the map. In situations like this, you might as well go Rambo and try and take as many out as you can. Because remember, we're What Arty Noobs members. We don't drown, we kill the enemy. We try and kill as many as we can. So he's setting up an ambush, waiting for the enemy to come right up to him, and then he's going to dirt them right in the face. Here he comes. It's the Udes. Oh, lovely one. 540 hit points. Well, he made it as expensive as he could for the kill, but 540 hit points, a nice way to end the battle. He did get hit by two of the enemy, the GW Tiger P and the GW E100, both shot at him at the same time. I think it was the GW E100 who actually got the kill, but never mind. At least he fought to the end bravely, and he gave up his soul the hardest way possible. And here's the end result. He managed to get a third-class tanker in that battle in the M40, M43. He picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 12. And he got a Gore's medal because he did more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle, or 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. So let's have a look and see exactly how he did in team scores. Well, he got the highest damage actually in the battle. He got 3,601 hit points. But unfortunately, he didn't pick up the high caliber. In theory, he should have actually, because he did do enough damage, but maybe it wasn't 20% of the enemy's hit points. That's why he didn't end up with the high caliber. He didn't get any kills, unfortunately. It puts him well down the table here. But he did manage to get the highest base XP on his own team. 468 experience points altogether. But unfortunately, he did lose. So let's have a look at the detailed report. Fired 9 8-inch shells. He got 2 direct hits, 2 penetrations, and 8 splash. He did damage of 3,601 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He received 2 hits as a result of splash damage, as we saw right at the end. Both of them coming in from the Arty, who must have been waiting for the Udes to discover him and then fire both rounds in very, very quickly. But it was the GW E100, I believe, who actually claimed the honours. I can just check that. Oh, it doesn't actually show here exactly which one was he managed to claim him, but I think it was the GWE100. Yes, well, we're not going to find out from that anyway. So, getting back to the scores, he damaged 7 of the enemy, but he killed 0. He did stun assistance of 382 hit points off 10 stuns. On a standard account, he earned 26,330 credits. He got 3,359 credits extra because he managed to get a Gore's medal. So you get what they call Courageous Resistance, or the Achievements Award. So that bumps his score up to equalise those of the winning team. And after repair and ammunition resupply, he took away 2,702 credits. And the reason for that is obviously the ammunition was fairly expensive. These shells are expensive in the 8-inch howitzer. He received 468 base XP, but he got the Achievements Award here as well, 279, and that means he took away 747 XP altogether. But I am puzzled as to why he didn't get the high caliber, because it should have been awarded. But sadly, on this occasion, I suppose we'll just have to go without actually finding out why. Yep, maybe it wasn't 20%. But if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.